Hello everyone, it's Honey Lou. So, this is gonna be a haul video, I suppose. So I got the Book of Thoth. This is the second printing of the book. It's really beautiful. It was in pretty much perfect condition. There is like some yellowing in this book just because of how old it is. You could see there's some writing. That was like the only writing I saw. And I think that's cool when that happens because it brings back like memories, history, and I just think that's cool. I love the way the paper feels. I love the way the paper smells. So I've been rereading this book. I have my older Book of Thoth. Let me see if I can show you. But anyway, so this is my old one. I got the newest edition. This one's all messed up. I highlighted everything in it because that helps me read. I have ADHD, and so how I follow along is I like to highlight, and it keeps me focused. And I'm pretty proud of like how fast I could read. Before I didn't read that fast, but lately I've noticed how much my reading excelled in the last 2 years. I could read a book pretty quick. But anyways, so I found this. I wasn't ever planning on buying an older version of Book of Thoth, but the price was right, so I ended up just buying it. And I'm really happy I did. And so this one I'm taking care of, so it's a second printing right there. And it's a hardcover, so I love that about this book. And then like these papers feel different. So it feels really nice. And I love how there's like some colored pictures. And it's really beautiful how it looks. Oh, look at that. Okay, so you see the card and there's like these little squiggles everywhere. Let me show you. So you see those squiggles all around the card. And I noticed my, I just noticed it. Hold on, I gotta show you this because I thought this was so weird. So my Lee Tarot Thoth Par, Aleister Crowley, this deck has the squiggles on it too, around here. You see how there's like those little squiggles? And I thought that was so strange. So I edged this deck and I love the way it looks with the edged like that. I think it looks good. I have a smaller version of this deck and I never edged it. I'm gonna keep that one natural, but I love that how this one turned out. But that's so interesting. I wonder why there's the squiggles, and they must have just copied these cards. Anyways, that's pretty cool. But it's so funny. So I've been reading this book over, and this time I chose not to highlight all over it, and I'm just reading it, and then I am just taking notes. So if I want to look up something real quick, I could find it with the notes. And it's so funny is because like every time I stop, I'll stop at like a double digit. Like I've been stopping at 11, 22, 33, 44, 55, 66, 77. And it's so strange. There's like some crinkling right there in some of the pages, but it's not torn. But this is like in perfect condition, so I'm really happy about that. The beginning of the Book of Thoth is my favorite of the whole book. Like I love to read the beginning of this book all the way up to the Fool, where it explains the symbolism. But I really love the Book of Thoth. I think it's amazing. It just blows my mind reading this over again. So that's true when people say, you know, it takes a few times to reread it, and it all comes to you. But if you are like intimidated by the Book of Thoth, or even Thoth in general, I wouldn't really be concerned about it because you hear so much of it on the internet, and pretty much you already know what you're going to get yourself into. And so pretty much everybody already explained to you what to look out for, and you know, so it's going to be pretty easy for you to follow along. It's not that scary. The Book of Thoth is amazing. It's one of my favorite books of all time, so that's why I was like, okay, if I'm going to get a vintage copy of a book, it's going to be the Book of Thoth. So I'm really happy about this book. So yeah, I've been just going through it the past 3 days. And I'm up to the Lovers right now. Yeah, the Lovers. Here's my son and me. His preschool. This is my bookmark. But I love this book. So happy I bought it. Okay, so I got some notebooks. I got this notebook and then I got this notebook. They are from Papier is the brand. What I love about these notebooks is it has really nice thick paper. It just feels really nice. It's lined. They're pretty small, so they're perfect for, you know, doing a book study or nice hard covers too. They feel really nice, and that's what I really like about stuff. Gross, my nails are dirty. Ew. Sorry about that, I should have clipped them. But anyways, I'll just hide my nails. So this one is gonna be my Goddess of Love companion grimoire. I'm planning to do a grimoire for this deck because I love it. But yeah, mine's it's doing pretty well. Yeah, the cardstock isn't the greatest, but you know how you have like those decks that you really don't care if you trash? So that's how I feel about this deck. I feel like it's gonna be a fun deck to trash, to warp. You know, it's just a deck that you don't really care that you destroy, but you love the fact that you love the aging process of it, and you're not too worried about it. Well, that's how I feel about this deck. And then I ordered a second copy because I want to keep the other one in pristine condition, but this one, I love it so much. Yeah, the cardstock isn't the greatest, but so I'm gonna do my goddess work. And I picked the Fool, so Shakti was one of them that I worked with, and then I drew her. I'm not saying, no, if I, you know, this one's Sheila Nagig. This is the, with the vagina. They usually put this archetype or whatever, this statue above walls to keep negative energy out of the house or whatever. And this is from the, is it Indian or no? What is it? I forgot. Okay, so it's all over Europe to keep spirits away. So I've been just kind of working with each goddess and looking it up and having a lot of fun. So I'm gonna turn this into a grimoire. This is the only artwork I did so far, and I had so much fun decorating it, but that's as far as I went. But yeah, I think this deck is this notebook is perfect for it, because look at all the colors. They match perfectly. Let's see, so this one matches, the green matches, the pink matches, the blues, the pinks. Yeah, see, look at that. Matches so perfect. So I'm excited that I found this. And I saw this at Barnes & Noble when I picked up this deck. And if I knew that these were gonna match so well, because I was looking at this, I was like, oh, I want it, it's so cool. But then I got this, I'm like, okay, now I gotta get that notebook because I know they're gonna match perfectly. So yeah, got this notebook and the other one. So that's Papier is the brand. They also customize it where you can customize your name, but I just got the ones from Barnes & Nobles because they were like $10 cheaper. Paid $24 for each of these notebooks with free shipping. Okay. I got more stuff coming in too, but it's very hard for me to record just whenever I want because this house is full. My sister moved in with her child, and so we have a full house, and the only times that I like to record is when they're gone because they actually don't know that I have a YouTube channel. My nephew does, Corwin, and my son knows, and my baby knows, and that's pretty much it. I haven't really brought it up because it's just, my family's a very conservative kind of people, and so, you know, they'll find out when they find out, I guess. Okay, so I got the Spiral Tarot. This has been on my radar for a long time. I got it off of eBay. I think this is a vintage copy of it, but I got it for super cheap. It was only $14 for free shipping. And it surprised me because I didn't know that this was gonna be laminated, which I think is really cool because it's gonna last for a long time. I do love the borders. I do love the artwork. I think it's so colorful. Very esoteric feeling, and I love esoteric stuff, so this deck is perfect. I haven't worked with it yet. I'm still trying to break it in. I do like the borders and I do like the red, but I also like the mods that people have done with they chopped off the borders because it really does bring out the images, and the images are very beautiful, painted. But yeah, I think it's gorgeous. One of my favorite cards, Hierophant. And I didn't think this deck was that small. So let's see. This is a small standard Thoth. This is way smaller. So this is like the size of the Kazanler Tarot. Or actually the Kazanler Tarot is a little bit bigger than this one. But anyways, I didn't think this was that pretty. Well, I didn't think it was as, like, it wasn't on my radar, but I'm happy that it is now because I didn't know why I didn't buy it for a long time, because this is like so my stuff. It just wasn't on my radar. But I feel like it's totally my style of decks and art and the painted art. But I just love all the symbols and how like cosmic it feels, but very mundane. So I'm looking forward to this. A lot of clear images, a lot of colors. Very beautiful. I just love how there's just all the symbolism like that. So maybe I will try to look for a companion book. I think there is a companion book out for this deck, so I think I want to get it and do a good study on this deck too, because I think it'll be a really fun deck to study. I'm not too sure if it's Thoth or Rider-Waite-Smith, but anyways, this is one of my favorite cards too. The Queen of Cups is gorgeous. I love that. I just love all the color around the background. So cute, the Princess of Wands. I love the Temperance card. I can go on and on. I just love everything about this deck. So I love the card stock. Here are the backs. It is, yeah, laminated, so I'm still trying to break it in. It's going pretty well. But I do like the card stock. I think it's cool, and I was not expecting that. Is the newer version with laminated cardstock? Please let me know. I think this is like one of the second editions or the first. I'm not too sure. Okay. So the Story Medicine Tarot, Animal Woman, second edition. I wanted this deck for so long, and I finally caved in and bought it, and I'm so glad that I did. It is so cute. So you know what's her name? Frida. You know the Mexican artist that does portraits with a unibrow? She's like known for making a bunch of portraits of herself. So this is like the modern version of Frida. I think that's her name. But just because like it's so beautiful, but she does a bunch of portraits, or her husband does a bunch of portraits of her and made a whole story of it. And I feel like this deck is very comforting. I wish this deck had a companion book, because I feel like this deck is very powerful. I'm planning to keep this out on my go-to decks basket because I do really love this deck, and I'm so glad that I bought it. So I bought the first edition first, and I was going to slowly buy them because I want to get all of her decks. But I wish that I bought this one first, because when I bought the first one, I didn't vibe with it very well. And so it took me a long time to get this deck, but I'm really happy that I got it because this one is amazing. I love the key phrases and the keywords. And some of the messages like I really needed to hear at that time, like there's the 4 of Swords and the 9 of Swords, the 8 of Cups. It's just about, I do not hurry my healing process. I really needed to hear that. But it's stunning. 8 of Cups, I follow my healing. I really, yeah, I loved it. loves it. So beautiful. I love her body. I love the colors. It's amazing. And then it gives me nostalgia feeling because it does feel like a very Alaska Pacific feel to it. Because I don't know. It's amazing. I give myself permission to let go. I can't wait to get to know this deck more. It does feel very spiritual, very healing. I love this card too. I grieve emotion moving forward. That's beautiful. I feel like this deck isn't for the faint of heart though. Some people would probably get weirded out by it being her, but I think it's very vulnerable, and I feel like there's a lot of courage and strength that it takes to make a deck of yourself. So I really support what she does and what she's all about. Brew in love, I love that. It's very sweet, and her perspective is amazing. And it's just so very goddess, very very powerful. Just embrace who you are. I love this, the Nine of Swords. I move through my fear with the grace of the jellyfish. So it's like we all have anxiety, but, you know, and it stings, but it's like we hide it. And we show how graceful we are, but really, you know, we could be like hurting in the inside and stinging our own selves, you know? I don't know. But anyways, yeah, I love it. And I love that the backs are all the same, so if I did ever want to like switch them up and make like my own deck with my favorite parts of the deck that are my favorites, I could, but I think I love every single card in this deck, so I don't think I would do that, but I like that you can get that option. I love the size of this deck too. I think it's a perfect size. I wish I can get the Ashera Tarot, the jumbo size, you know, the Thoth inspired. I did have the tarot size, but I didn't vibe with it because the images were too small. And then, you know, like the Voyager tarot, how it could be too intimidating or just too much going on, too busy. I wish I can get a jumbo size of that deck with, yeah, I think it'd be perfect. So if anybody wants to sell their jumbo size of the Ashera or Ashera tarot, please let me know because I would love to buy it off of you. Okay, so that's done right there. So Sylvian at Sylvian's Deadly Sins, he loves angel decks, and it really made me inspired to get angel decks. I don't have very much angel decks, but I do love the cheesy healing vibes that they give. I only have one angel deck, which I will show you. But my grandma passed away, and so I felt like I wanted to get an angel deck for her, and I felt like it was the right time now to actually get them. So I got this at Barnes & Noble when I got the Goddess of Love Tarot, and then I got this off of eBay for $7. And I have another Doreen Virtue deck coming out, it's the, what is it called? It's the Archangel something. But this is the only angel deck I have. It's called Truth Paths of Angels. It's a oracle based on the Kabbalah. So I really love this deck. But so this, I didn't know that Doreen Virtue was a part of this deck either. And then I randomly searched the Archangel, is that Michael? I don't know, Archangel something. And then I noticed that some of them had the Doreen Virtue on it. And I was like, what? Okay, so I had to buy the legit one because it just felt odd to me. So, but anyways, that one's still coming in the mail. I do love this deck. It shuffles nice. It has nice keywords. It's an easy reader. I really like the artwork. But yeah, I do like the cheesy artwork. It does remind me of Sylvian. I think he's great. I really love his personality and yeah, I don't know, everything about him. He's awesome. But I do love his taste in decks too, so he inspired me to get the angel decks, and I do really love that I got them. So this is the Angel Guardian Message by Radley Valentine. I think there's the older versions that do have the with Doreen Virtue on it, but I'm happy with this one. I like the cardstock. It's a little bit thin, and it doesn't, I don't know, it's like one of those decks that I feel like I don't care that I'm gonna mess up either, but it's gonna be a fun deck to play with, shuffle. I like shuffling this deck, but it does give very clear messages. But I bought this for my grandma. I love this card. My favorite is the Ace of Earth with that little boy. He's so stinking cute. So it's very sweet. It's very, I like the backs too. It's very stretchy. So I like that about this. It's like matte cardstock, so it doesn't stick, which I appreciate. And then this one is the Angel Tarot cards. This one I got fast. So this one didn't come in the best shape as it said, because it said it was used, but it was like new condition, and it wasn't. So I ended up chopping off the edges and just left the border. I was trying to just do like a micro trim around it, but I did it perfectly on this side, and then I did it too short on this side, so I had to go back and cut off on this side. But it works, and I almost felt like buying another one with the silver edges, but I was just like, you know what, this works. It's gonna do what I need it to do. I really love the images, but I cleaned it up so it feels brand new again. And then the edges were like rough, and so it was really hard to shuffle it. So now that I trimmed it, it shuffles really nice, and it feels like mine. So I love the Knight of Fire. I really like the artwork in this one. This is the Angel Tarot. But I think it's beautiful. It's laminated cardstock, really thick and bulky, but I think it's a lot of fun to shuffle. So I've been keeping these decks out recently. I've been working with this deck quite a bit. I just got it yesterday though. Seven of Earth. I love the interpretation of Seven of Earth. Seeds well planted, a temporary pause in action, unnecessary worry. Like, that's how I like to look at the Seven of Earth, Seven of Pentacles. But yeah, so I am on a Doreen Radley Valentine kick. I do love the backs on here. I think it's beautiful. Okay, so now to the good stuff, I guess. So I got a used Thoth. This was super cheap. Again, this one said it was like new condition. And it was really dirty when I got it. There was it wasn't like new condition. So I had some bad luck in some ways, but then again, I liked the borders. The colors are a lot darker in this one. I love this card so much. And so I was at least, you know, I like that I was exposed to this deck for the price, because now I know what this one looks like. But I did find another one just like this in a mint condition, hopefully. I've been kind of getting some bad luck on finding decks and the description being the truth, you know. But this one, they lied a little bit, so I was upset about them lying about the condition, but I was okay with it because it's a very beautiful deck. But I cleaned it up pretty nice. You see that there's some creases, and that kind of bothers me. You know, I don't mind about having a used deck, but I do like that it's cleaned up at least. You see there's creases there. I don't care about that. But it's really beautiful. So I'm hoping that maybe I found a mint condition of this one. See, look how dark that is. It's so cool. But I'll keep you guys updated. I do love the coloring. So this is one that I'm going to be like, I don't care about. I'm going to use this one for primary like readings for others, and I love the colors. Or it will be like a backup version for the mint condition one that I got coming in. But yeah, it's very beautiful, very dark. I don't have anything like this in my collection, so looking forward to it. And the backs are nice and red. Very no hues. So yeah, it's all right. I like it. Okay. What else did I get? Okay, yep. Well, let's start with this one. Since we're on Thoth, I picked up the gold edition of Thoth Tarot. This was in brand new condition, and I got a really good price on it. But yeah, it was all sticking together still. You could see that it's a little bit used because I used it, but it was in beautiful condition. And I was always curious about this deck. So it looks like the one you can pick up at mass market. The cardstock is a little bit different, but yeah, it's cool. I don't use this often. I think this is just kind of a collector's item for me, because I don't really want to ruin the gilded edges. It does feel very nice in the hands. So you could see it's a little bit smaller than the original. So you see that, and then the images are a little bit shorter. But anyways, this deck gave me nostalgia because my first Thoth deck was a mass market one, and so bringing back these colors it's fun. So when I first got the mass market ones, the cards that I fell in love with, the first was the Moon. I really loved the minors, like the Nine of Pentacles. What else? But I thought this was a really beautiful deck. I really loved the Six of Wands and the yellows. But yeah, when I first got this deck, I was like, why don't people like it? I think it's beautiful. I love this too. I love the coloring, how bright it is. The one thing I love about the greenies is that they feel very natural to the actual artwork. And these ones, you could tell they're a little bit computerized. I think it's because they had to, I think there was some issues with US Games and OTO with selling the deck. So I think US Games figured out a way to sell the deck. So I think they changed it up a little bit so they could actually, it could be theirs, their trademark or whatever. So I think that's why they had to do the computerizing stuff. That's my assumption. I don't know. That's just what I assume is what happened, and that's why they switched it up a lot, just so they could, it's not the original Thoth or something. That's just what I'm assuming. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, so I got this one. Gorgeous, beautiful. Love it. I don't know. Am I done buying Thoth? I think I'm pretty close. I think if I see something I like, I probably will keep collecting Thoth. But for the most part, I'm pretty good. I think, I don't know. I'm unpredictable, so I can't say anything. Beautiful box, so I love the box. I'm gonna keep this box, everything. Okay, the best one, save for last, is the Grand Tarot Belline, or is it Le Grand Tarot Belline? So it came in a box like this, brand spanking new. And it's gorgeous. It's so beautiful. I got this in mint condition, like new. If there's any wear and tear on it now, it's because of me. But I am so glad that I picked up this deck. It's gorgeous. So this deck is really expensive. It's an investment for sure. Usually I'll see it around 1,000, 800, like 700 to 1,000. I've been seeing this deck on eBay, and then lately I've been seeing it for like around 230, around 230 to around 700 is what I've been seeing the prices for. And a lot of this deck has been showing up on eBay a lot, popping up for actually pretty decent prices. And I was just gonna buy a used one that I could see that, you know, it was kind of curled and it wasn't in the best, you could tell it was in pre-owned used condition. But then I saw a seller who posted this for $400. And I guess my tip for buying out of print decks, if you are interested, is just feel out the seller, like read their description, feel them out, and see what they're about. And so my assumption of the seller is that they were like, oh, I see this price for this, but I'm gonna put it to this. So you could tell that they were a little bit uncomfortable asking that much for this deck. And then I saw that it had 400, and then it had make an offer. So I felt like, okay, this is my time. I'm gonna see if I can get this deck for, you know, a reasonable price. And so I did, and I paid $290 for it. And it was in excellent condition. So I got a pretty good deal. So yeah, you can get lucky. Some people probably won't think that's lucky, but I think that was a really good deal for the condition of this deck and for what it goes for. And it's like beautiful. The cardstock's really beautiful. It reminds me of the Dolly deck, the vintage Dolly deck in a way. The feel's kind of glossy, very flexible. I only overhand shuffle it the long way, but every time that I play with this deck, it just makes me smile, and it's just very charming. I love the colors. I love the handmade feel of this deck. I can't wait to decode all of this. I'm looking forward to decoding it. I got an app so I could take a picture and read everything. So I'm planning to make a little mini guidebook for this deck. But it feels luxurious and very homemade feel and easy to read. It's a really good reader too. So I do love the faces, the colors, the rosy cheeks. But yeah, it reads very well. I love the minors in this deck too, and the quartz are super cute. She's my favorite. That's the Queen of Cups. I love that. And you could see that the pictures are like inconsistent, which I like too. So it gives you that handmade feel. Like this one's a little bit longer, this one's a little bit shorter, probably because he had more to write. I love how his legs are short with the long back. But it's really beautiful. I love the star. So I got lucky on this deck. I think I got lucky. I feel pretty damn lucky. Anyways. So yeah, I just overhand shuffle it like this. And it works pretty well. And I like to fan it. Now I gotta find that other card. And what else have I been doing? I'm working on the Crow's Magic. I have a bunch of notes from the companion book, and I am making my own personal guidebook for it. So this had an army thing on it. I don't know if it was U.S. Force or it was a Coast Guard something. But anyways, I like that it had a bird on it, and it was like navy. It has really nice paper, like that nice thick paper. I'm planning to make a grimoire. I was taking notes. I got to like the swords, but then I was like, oh, and then I found this one, so I started over because it was like the perfect size. Pretty much all of these are getting used for my Crow's Magic. So this is gonna be my handmade grimoire Crow's Magic companion book. But yeah, anyways, I got lazy with writing, so I ended up just taking pictures and printing them out, and then they're just taped so I could take them off and fix them later. So this is my, yeah, this is just the starting. It's gonna take some time, so whenever I finish it, I will let you guys know and keep you updated on my cute companion book. It's not cute right now, but it has potential. In my mind's eye, I see that it's gonna be super cute. But anyways, I think that's everything. Yeah, I got some more stuff coming in. I really wanted to save everything and put them in one little haul video, but I can't do that. There's just too much people here. So this is how I'm gonna be unpredictable. But anyways, I hope you guys are having a good day. I'm having a good time. I need to clean up the house. There's a bunch of stuff everywhere because my sister moved in and she just got a new bed set. So the house is trashed right now. There's like nowhere to put anything. So I gotta start donating some stuff and getting everything fixed. But anyways, okay, love you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for my subscribers. Please like my videos and introduce yourself, please. I would love to know who are subscribed to me. But yeah, I appreciate all of you guys. I think you guys are great. I love the tarot community. I love the people that I met so far, and it's cool to have a tribe. I know that everybody in the tarot community is not gonna be in my tribe, but I know that I'm gonna find my tribe. But anyways, I'll see you soon. Bye. Okay, so I just got some mail and I thought I would throw it on this video before I uploaded it. I got the Sherpin Fire Tarot. This is the 6th edition. Cheyenne has this deck. This is the first time I've ever seen the 6th edition. It was on Cheyenne's YouTube channel. I will link her below. And after that, because I really didn't have no desire to get the Serpent Fire Tarot, the borderless edition. But when I saw the 6th edition with the borders, I fell in love with it. I'm definitely a border person. So one day I was just decided to check up on this deck because I saw it on YouTube. Well, somebody was doing a walkthrough on the Serpent Fire Tarot, and I was like, I'm gonna search the 6th edition to make sure that maybe I'll do in search of on, Facebook Market or something. And then I Googled it, and then it was just right there for $44 for $4 shipping, and I clicked it and instantly bought it right then and there, and I'm so excited that I did. But here are the beautiful backs. It was like mint condition. You could see some nicks, but nothing. It looks pretty brand new to me. So I'm really stoked. I love these backs. But yeah, I'm definitely a border kind of girl. So let's just go through them real quick. Ooh, that's cute. I love that. But there's something about the borders that I really love. I noticed that the borders are different. The majors are like this, and then the minors are a little bit different. I did shuffle it before, so it's not in order. This is stunning. I love how simple it is. So pretty. I never see this on the marketplace or eBay, so I felt pretty lucky when I saw it on Mercury. I don't remember what that site's called, but I've been buying decks off of there recently. But it seems like a good place to buy decks. So far, I like that a lot. I love the cardstock. It's like glossy. It's the Hangman. I love the colors. This is beautiful. That's stunning. The 6 of Wands. I love the cardstock too. It just feels suiting to the deck. It has like a plastic feel to it too. Not too sure, but it feels really nice. So you could see that the majors are like that with the border and the majors are like this. I do like the choice of, yeah, this is the Frida girl. The girl, so the Story Medicine Tarot, Jessica Zinkuk? I don't know, but Jessica reminds me of the modern version of this girl. In a good way, in the best way, actually. Um, I love the colors. She's beautiful. Ooh, I think this is my favorite card, the Nine of Wands. So pretty. There's like lightning. Oh yeah, that is lightning. It freaked me out. I was like, oh no, there's a crease. And that's that. That's beautiful. So I believe there is so it's written by Devani Wolf of Sherpenfire, edited by Michael Morit. So I believe the 7th edition is out. I don't know what edition they're on. I believe it's 7th edition, but it's the final edition, so there won't be any more of this deck out. It will go out of print soon, I believe. So if you are interested in getting a copy of the 7th edition, it's out for pre-order or something. I don't know. I'm not too sure. But yeah, that's really beautiful. I'm excited that I got that. Also, I got a backup. I tried to get a backup for my mini Thoth, my small Thoth. And I just realized this is 1986 because I ruined my Fool card. So I just got this, so I maybe I'll just use that as a bookmark. But found it on eBay for pretty cheap, but I have a little crease there. It still functions correctly, but it was kind of making me sad because I wanted to dirty this up and keep it, but it already kind of messed up. I was shuffling too hard. And what I love about this Thoth too is that it flies everywhere. Like the cards, I always get flyers. So it's a very energetic deck. But yeah, this is going to be another Thoth that I'm going to wreck, I guess. My Wreck-It Thoth. Okay, so that's it. I hope you guys have a good day. Thank you. Bye.